This recipe came out of a community cookbook in Georgia, and I wasn't going to make it because you cook it for 2 hours at 300 and then take the cover off and cook for an additional 30 minutes at 350. But it had bacon on it. I mean, who doesn't love bacon? So I decided to do it, and it worked out to be a great day because I had hurt my back and I was sitting on a heating pad all day, and it was raining and it was chilly and windy. So let's get that oven going. The first thing you do is put foil in your casserole dish, and this said to use jarred chipped beef, but I like this buttock beef, and so that's what I use. You can use the jarred if you would prefer, and you line the bottom with that. Then you take each piece of chicken and wrap it in bacon. I wrap mine with 2 pieces of bacon, the bigger ones anyway. I think the little one I only used 1. The original recipe called for bone-in chicken and 6 of them, but there's only 2 of us, so I only use boneless, and so that's what I had on hand, and that's what I used. You can use bone-in, you can do as many as you need. Now that we have them all wrapped, we're going to go ahead and top with cream of mushroom soup. Just spread that out. Now a little pepper on top, and then we're going to cover this in foil, and like I said earlier, 300 degrees for 2 hours, and then we take the top off and we turn it up to 350, and we let that cook for an additional 20 to 30 minutes or until the bacon is crisped up. This was so delicious. The chicken was so tender, the bacon lovely, of course, and I paired it with a baked potato and some carrot chips. I definitely think you should give this one a try because it's so good. This sausage and pepper recipe came out of another one of my cookbooks. It is a skillet dinner. It comes together very quickly. I only had the 1 burner, but you make pasta too, so you could do it at the same time. The first thing we're going to do is put in a 1/4 cup of water. We're going to put this on a medium-low heat, cover it for 15 minutes. Then I took the lid off, brought it to a boil, and waited for all the water to evaporate. I wanted to check and make sure my sausage was done before I moved on, which it was. And instead of cutting the sausage at this point, I just added my peppers and onions. Now this called for fresh. I had a frozen bag. This is such a simple thing to have in the freezer. No dicing. Just put it in there. And then we have some dried basil and some garlic powder. We're going to put that in there. We're going to cover it, leave it on medium heat until our vegetables are all tender. Now I'm going to cut up the sausage and get that back into the pan with the peppers. I'm going to give this a good mix, and then I'm going to pop it in the oven to keep it warm while I make my pasta. You can use any pasta you like. And here is our finished plates. We absolutely enjoyed this. Very simple, very good, great weeknight dinner. Here are your ingredients, and I hope you give it a try. And now for another Goodwill cookbook find, and this one was really very good. First thing you do is season your cube steak and get your dipping, your eggs and your breadcrumbs ready, and we're going to put some Parmesan cheese in with the crushed up crackers. I set my pan to medium, and I have put some oil in there. So now I'm adding salt and pepper. I'm going to season the other side of the steak, and then we'll start dredging and getting 2 of them into the frying pan. I could only do 2 at a time. And after they come out, you put them in your casserole dish, because this is then going to go in the oven. I have all the cube steak cooked, and I apologize for not turning the camera on. I turned it on, but I forgot to hit record. Anywho, in here I have 1 6-ounce can of tomato paste, 3 of those cans full of water, and the other 1/4 cup of Parmesan. And you just warm that through until it bubbles and the cheese melts, and then you pour it on top of your cube steak. I have the oven heating to 350 degrees, and we're going to put the mozzarella slices on top, and then we will bake this for 30 to 45 minutes until the cheese gets nice and bubbly and a little brown. While that's in the oven, I'm just going to heat up some frozen veg, and we'll have that alongside the steak Parmesan. I just put some chicken broth in there. I'm going to warm this through, drain it, put some butter in here, add some garlic, and put the vegetables back in. Super simple. Here's the steak parm as it came out of the oven. Here are our finished plates. We found this to be very delicious. I hope you give it a try. I'll have here your ingredients. Now for a current day air fry dinner. This is fried chicken in the air fryer. And the first thing you do is make your marinade and soak your chicken in that for about 3 to 4 hours. Now it called for a buttermilk marinade, which will be on the original recipe that I'll have linked in the description box below. I, however, couldn't get a hold of any buttermilk, so I made a Greek yogurt marinade, and I'll have those ingredients at the end of this clip. I will also put those in the description box below if you choose to go with the Greek yogurt version. So we've mixed all of our marinade ingredients together. We're pouring this over the chicken. I'm going to separate the chicken, mix it up, make sure everything gets covered, and then I'm going to pop this in the refrigerator for 3 to 4 hours. Now it's time to cook. I have sprayed the air fryer with some olive oil, and now we're going to coat the chicken in the flour dredging mixture. Now there is on the original recipe linked in the description box a flour mixture with all the ingredients: 2 cups of all-purpose flour, cornstarch, salt, paprika, onion powder, dried basil, white pepper, garlic powder, dried onion, cayenne. Don't worry, it's on the website. I use a chicken breader from House of Altry, and I will have a picture of it at the end of this particular clip if you choose to use it as well, but you don't have to. You can do the one that's on the website. I'm sure that would be very, very good. So now I'm just coating all the chicken with this mixture, and then we're going to pull it out of the bag and we're going to put it in the air fryer. Now this cooks at 390 degrees for 25 minutes, and you want to flip it halfway. And also spray the chicken with some olive oil spray, and that helps it get super crispy. Here we are halfway, so I'm going to go ahead and turn the chicken over, and I'm going to spray the other side. Then we'll close it up and finish the 25 minutes. Now you do want to check the internal temperature of your chicken before you remove it from the air fryer, because it may need a little longer. Every air fryer is different, so be sure to do that. Our first batch is done, so I'm going to get this out, put it in the oven on keep warm, and then I'll go ahead and put the rest of them in there. This was so good. I am not a fan of bone-in fried chicken, but this was delicious, and we'll definitely be having it again. I hope you give it a try. Here's the House of Altry chicken breader if you want to go that route. Now I have done this as slow as I can, so you can do screenshots of whichever section you're needing, but again, everything's going to be in the description box below, the link to the original plus the Greek marinade. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed these recipes today. They were all very good, so I hope you'll give some a try. If you'll leave me a sunshine emoji in the comments, that way I know you were here, and hopefully the rain goes away and we get some sunshine here in North Carolina. Bye guys.